Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranams to you. Pranams to you all, the devotees. Maybe more devotees are sharing wonderful reflections. Is there anyone else want to share? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the katha. Thank you for the reflections. Yeah. Nice. Mm-hmm. You know, the path of Aṣṭāṅga-yoga and Jnana-yoga, there's so much of an ascending process, dry and ascending process, more procedural, dry and ascending. Like this, say in Jnana-yoga, one just goes to the forest and they also have to do the procedure of Aṣṭāṅga-yoga. So there what happens is, yoga is to unite with the Lord, to be with the Lord, right? It means connect with the Lord and disconnect with the Maya, material world. That's basically yoga. Connect with the Supreme and disconnect with illusion. So, in the procedure of Aṣṭāṅga-yoga, there is pratyahara. Pratyahara is you withdraw the mind, you disconnect with anything and everything of this world to connect with the Paramatma within. That is a very mechanical, dry process of pulling the mind and putting it in the meditation, in the Lord within. So there the strength is all, how much strength do you have to pull the mind from the world? In other words, how much mind is within. How much control do you have on the mind that you will not let go your thought anywhere and put within? It is like that, very mechanical. So all that is for what? To disconnect with the world, disconnect with the illusion, to connect with the Lord. All that is for that. Because unless there is a disconnection with the entangling things, how can we get connected to the Lord? Unless we let go, what we are holding in our hand. How can we place our hand at the lotus feet of the Lord? How can we hold the lotus feet of the Lord? So, with the inspiration, with the prayerful, with the desire to hold the lotus feet of the Lord, we let go the things of this world. It's the desire, inspiration, and prayer to hold the lotus feet of the Lord that makes the things let go, that makes us to let go the things of this world. Nevertheless, our hand is not empty to hold the Lord if we are holding things and people of this world. If we are, as long as we are holding the hands of the people of this world in our mind, we will not be able to hold the lotus feet of the Lord in our hands in the mind. So, that disconnection has to happen with illusion, with the upadhis, with the temporary things of this world. That is a basic principle in any yoga. So what happens in Jnana and Aṣṭāṅga is they just mechanically, that is why they just go to the forest, literally disconnect from the family, from the society, from everything. They have to go to the forest and they have to do the Aṣṭāṅga-yoga with the austerities. They're in the forest. That's just very mechanical way of disconnecting, and they have to do that. But in Bhakti-yoga, how does that disconnect happens? In Bhakti-yoga, detachment or material disconnection, it happens very beautifully by attaching everything to Krishna. Our previous attachments of wife, my husband, my children, my mother, my father, my relative, my attachment now has become Krishna's. These are Krishna's. My spouse is Krishna's, children are Krishna's, parents are Krishna's, everybody around is Krishna's, and Krishna's. That's how beautiful detachment happens. That's an auspicious detachment, effortless, auspicious, natural, beautiful detachment. It has to happen. This is the way of connecting to Krishna. This is the first step of connecting to Krishna. By connecting everybody to Krishna, connecting everything to Krishna. It's not my anymore, it is Krishna's. It's very beautiful, Loka Kalyanam, auspicious. If at all, we love our family members, right? All of us naturally. I love my family. I want to be responsible. I want to give the best to my children, my parents. I want to be a responsible wife, husband, all of this. How much love do you have? How responsible you are? Show it. Show it by giving them to Krishna. See how they are Krishna's. Then that is true love for your family. That's the true love. That's the selfless love. That's the auspicious love. That's the way of detaching in bhakti. Beautiful detachment in bhakti. This has to happen. Without this happening, we cannot go to Krishna. We cannot hold on to the lotus feet of the Lord with the hands that we are holding. Everybody by saying, my. Yeah. So that we have to understand the practice of bhakti. Especially in Krishna bhakti. In Vishnu bhakti, Vaikuntha bhakti, Prithu Maharaj and the wife, after the Grihasthashraman, then Vanaprastha, then the husband and wife, chaste lady, ideal husband, pakka devotees. They can, they go to the forest sometimes. Yeah, for forest in those days and travel in these days, the devotees, they travel. That is the stage of Vanaprastha. That is there. And there also, the husband and wife relationship is still there, but it is all for Krishna. But not everybody's situation will be like this. Husband and wife, or mother and child, or father and child, all of these. Not everybody is on the same page. Even though they are initiated, 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 same spiritual masters, and everything same, but still they don't have to be on the same page. It doesn't have to be like that, because this is a spiritual journey of the soul. Wherever we're left in the last life, that's where we pick up and we go. All these family relationships, we happen to be together, put together. Chitraketu says in his prayers, all these, they are all the straw, pieces of straw, they come together in the ocean and they get separated because of the will of the Lord, like that. So the thing is, the beautiful detachment happens by giving everybody to Krishna. Unless we give everybody to Krishna, we cannot go to Krishna. We cannot see Krishna. We cannot hold on to the lotus feet of Krishna. And also, our love for our family, our responsibility is shown how much we are giving them to Krishna, how much we are seeing them as Krishnas. Otherwise, it's such a ego-centered care and so-called love. If we are not seeing them as Krishnas, it's not good for them, not good for us. When Krishna is there, then it is good for them and for us. Otherwise, we are making ourselves miserable, making them also miserable. We have love, but how can that love be benefit our family members? Is it's like this. Yes, we can hold the family, but we definitely have to hold Krishna with the other hand. We can't let Krishna go. Because we want to fill ourselves with Krishna and give Krishna to our family. Otherwise, they will not be, miseries will not go away. So that's a beautiful detachment. That's a way of beautiful detachment in bhakti. So that's not a mechanical one. In other processes, because it's a mechanical one, there is no emotion. No emotion. But in bhakti, it's not a mechanical one. It is with rasa. Before Krishna, all that was self-centered rasa that we had, my. All the rasa was based on my. Ego. All the rasa was directed based on that self-centered ego, mind. So mind is the place for emotions. I like, I want. That is mind functionality. Before bhakti, ego directs, self. So the wanting is all based on I. Like that. Before bhakti, it is all based on what I like. And with Krishna, what Krishna likes. Like that. Emotions are there, but they are all Krishnized. First Krishnized, dovetailing. After that, it's all only Krishnas. I like that. So, love for the family, everybody, it is there. But show that love with Krishna there. So that happens when we give them to Krishna. Only when we give them to Krishna. You are not mine anymore, you are Krishna's. Then the relationship, the emotion is purified. When the person is not given to Krishna, the emotion is material, self-centered, miserable. When the person is given away to Krishna, the emotion is that is a liberation, liberated one and transcendental. Like that. So that is the way of bhakti. Here, whatever is happening with Nityananda Ram, Raghav Pandita, Vaishnavas, they are full of mellows here. The whole Chaitanya Charitamrita is about these emotions, but they are all Kṛṣṇa-centered emotions, selfless, unconditional, Kṛṣṇa-centered emotions. These are transcendental. Emotion is selfless. What's the difference between selfless and self-centered? Self-centered emotions, they change, they are conditional. If I like it, if the person is behaving with me in a way I like, then I like the person. Condition is placed. If the person is like this, then I will like. The condition of if is there. Then that's a conditional emotion. When that if is coming, that is self-centered. So self-centered is equal to conditional, is equal to material emotion. But when this emotion is coming on a person with a Kṛṣṇa-centeredness, this is Sri Guru, is Kṛṣṇa, Krishna's representative. Kṛṣṇa is his. The Vaishnavas, they are Krishnas. So there's no self-centered anymore. That's all Kṛṣṇa-centered. Only then it becomes unconditional. So, yes, I love Sadhu Guru, Sri Guru, because he is giving Krishna. That love will never change. Even if the Guru is chastising, and even if there is Nityananda Ram kicking, and even if the Guru rejects and kicks, whatever he may do, this emotion towards Guru not changing, regardless of what the other person does. That is unconditional. You may do whatever you want to. You may say whatever you want to. You may treat however you want to. But my emotion for you, my feeling for you, my rasa for you will never change. That will never change is unconditional. And that unconditional comes when Krishna is there. Guru is giving Krishna. And that's why what I feel for Guru is transcendental, unconditional. That's not coming from mind, because that is unconditional. I mean, mind again, it's a faculty, feeling faculty. But there is no ego there. It is all Krishna. So that emotion that will never ever change, no matter what, and is Kṛṣṇa-centered, is a mellow, transcendental mellow. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, they are exchanging transcendental mellows because they're all Kṛṣṇa-centered and unconditional. See, Raghunath Das Goswami, what Raghav Pandita did for Raghunath Das Goswami is not self-centered. He saw the devotion and he wanted the mercy of Nityananda Ram to come to Raghunath Das Goswami. He is not expecting anything from Raghunath Das Goswami. So the mellow that Raghunath Das Goswami has for Raghav Pandita has for Raghunath Das Goswami is totally selfless, Kṛṣṇa-centered, unconditional. Even if Raghunath Das Goswami gives him gold coins or not, it doesn't matter to Raghav Pandita. So those are transcendental mellows because they're selfless, totally Kṛṣṇa-centered and unchanging, unconditional. That's the definition for a transcendental mellow. Transcendental mellow is born first it is tasted with Sandhini Shakti. And then of course, with Bhagavan and with everybody else. That's when it becomes unconditional. So this whole Chaitanya Charitamrita is about these mellows. Srimad Bhagavatam is there describing the Nama Rupa Guna Lila are described in Srimad Bhagavatam. But how are these experienced? Bhakti is about experience. We are used to having the experiences, but they were all self-centered experiences. When it is self-centered, the package deal is misery. But now Bhakti is also mellows, but they're Kṛṣṇa-centered, unconditional. Like that. So Chaitanya Charitamrita teaches us how the process of Bhakti is to see everything as Krishna's and to give everyone to Krishna in our mind. And then whatever mellow that comes from within us naturally, it is all Krishna-centered. Because it is Krishna-centered, it is unconditional. And it is auspicious. And it is joyful. And it is never changing. This is what Chaitanya Charitamrita is showing us. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is a manual to show us how to practice Bhakti. Srimad Bhagavatam is saying everything about Bhagavan, but how can you experience that rasa of Bhakti with Bhagavan is Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So all these mellows are there. Mellows like Raga Raghunath Das Goswami. Now he will have a mellow on Raghav Pandita. That will be unconditional for Raghunath Das Goswami. I'll be unconditional. What Raghav Pandita did to Raghunath Das Goswami, that was what Raghunath Das Goswami did, was selfless. So what Raghav Pandita feels for Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami feels for Raghav Pandita is a transcendental mellow, because that's based on Krishna, that is unconditional and that is never changing. Like that. So like that, all those mellows that one has for Gauranga Mahaprabhu, one has for like for Raghunath Das Goswami, what he has for Gauranga Mahaprabhu, what is the mellow for Gauranga Mahaprabhu, mellow for Nityanandaram, mellow for Raghunath Das Goswami, and thus the mellow that he has for all the Vaishnavas, they are transcendental. Mellows with all the other Vaishnavas are also transcendental now. Unconditional love. They're now unconditional with any Vaishnava. For now, Raghunath Das Goswami, however a Vaishnava may be, Raghunath Das Goswami will feel the same. He will give the gold coins regardless, of what the Vaishnava, how the other Vaishnava treats him. Because they all belong to Nityanandaram. He is giving all the gold coins to all those Vaishnavas there they all belong to Nityanandaram. Like that. So that is about the transcendental mellows, which are unconditional and Kṛṣṇa-centered, all auspicious, and there is no misery in that kind of relationship. There is no misery in Nityanandaram kick, even when the Guru is chastising. And sometimes, chastising, and there are instances that looks like an insult. When Guru does in front of everybody, it looks like an insult on a Sishya. Chastisement, Nityanandaram kick, but whatever comes from there, whatever mother does to a child, it is implied. It is out of love for the child. So this is all the proceedings of Bhakti, mellows of Bhakti, Kṛṣṇa-centered relationships in Bhakti. This is the way of Bhakti. Our difficulty is because we were conditional before and self-centered before. That's why when we tend to practice Bhakti, keeping ourselves in the same place of self-centered conditional, then it gets a little difficult to do this bhakti, to understand bhakti. But it becomes easier, effortless, auspicious when our vision is not self-centered, but should be Kṛṣṇa-centered. How do we know that it's Kṛṣṇa-centered? When it becomes unconditional. When the reciprocation becomes unconditional, that's when we know it is Kṛṣṇa-centered. That's when we know it is an auspicious relationship. Like that. So that's how the bhakti is like this. And of course, during this whole process, when this self-centered is turning to Kṛṣṇa-centered and becoming unconditional, nobody has to tell anybody. Bhakti just gets assured. Assured. This assurance is a package deal. When our mellow is unconditional and Kṛṣṇa-centered, nobody has to tell, but we feel, okay, this is assured. It's just a package deal like that. It is auspicious, it is assured, it is unconditional, like that. So that assurance, we don't get it just because we read the Shastra, we hear the classes. We don't get that assurance with theory. We get that assurance when we give, when we see, when we give others to Krishna, when it's a Kṛṣṇa-centered bhakti, and when it gets unconditional, with the unconditional reciprocation comes the assurance. Until then, we don't feel assured. Is my dealing with this, first of all, are my dealings with my Guru unconditional? That's where everything starts. Otherwise, there is no Shakti to be unconditional with all the Vaishnavas. So if my proceedings with my Gurudeva, the Sandhini Shakti who is giving Bhagavan, if that is unconditional, then the assurance is felt right there. And here we have heard with this Raga Pandita episode, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityanandaram is the extension of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Gauranga, and Raga Pandita is the extension of the Nityanandaram. So Gaurachandra is there, spiritual master, representative of Nityanandaram are there. But when in the olden days, when mother has they used to have sometimes 10 children, 15 children like that, right? So mother may forget who the last child is, the name of the last child also, because mother has so many things to do. She has to take care of the house and so many. But it's just natural. Whoever is the older sibling takes care of becomes the second mother. And the second child becomes the third mother, like that. It's just natural, everything like that. So in that case, the older one becomes the extension of mother. And then like that. So for the rest of the siblings, then that older child is like a Raga Pandita, extension of mother. Nevertheless, the youngest child, the assurance that the youngest child feels in the family, I am taken care of, no problem. That assurance is the indicator. Yes. That will happen. And that will happen. That assurance will come here in the devotion when there is unconditional relationship. With that comes the assurance. Otherwise, it's difficult. Assurance is something that we have to feel. It cannot be told. It cannot be read. It cannot be heard. How do we feel it? When my mellows, my feelings are unconditional towards the source, then only I will feel the assurance. Like that. Proportional to that. Bhakti is such a living process, not theoretical, not mechanical. Living process. It purifies us by having Krishna everywhere. Purifies us with Kṛṣṇa-Centeredness. But it's a living process, moment to moment living process. That's all. So, yeah, what we heard is, the difference between the other yogas and the Bhakti-yoga, where Bhakti-yoga, beautiful detachment happens by giving everybody to Krishna in our mind, seeing them as Krishnas. No self-centeredness, but Krishna-centeredness. That's where beautiful detachment happens. How do I know I'm beautifully detached? I don't feel miserable anymore when beautifully detached. We see them as Krishnas. We do our very best to lead them to Krishna. There is no misery anymore. That's beautiful detachment. That is the complete love that we can give to the family by that beautiful detachment, by attaching them to Krishna. And second point is, this is a requirement in bhakti for our own good. In order to hold the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, we have to let go our self-centered grip on the family. So that is how our first step to head towards Krishna is that. And third one is how bhakti is a living process. The emotions before bhakti, they are all self-centered, come and go, misery-prone emotions. But with Krishna, with bhakti, all those are Krishna-centered, unconditional, unchanging, and assuring, happy. This is not happy, transcendental, not happy, not sad. So Krishna-centered relationships that never change, unconditional and assuring. And transcendental, mellow hai isme. It's not happy, it's not sad. And that is bhakti. That is the way of bhakti, not by mechanical detachment. So, in this way, whatever is there said in Bhagavatam is shown how to live, how to do bhakti, how to practice this living process of bhakti, live. And this is shown by Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. That's all, Mataji. That's all the devotees. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Many pranams to you.
Hare Krishna, pranams.
Thank you for the Katha, Mataji, and saying that if our hands are full with people, our hands are not available to be filled with Krishna.
Yeah.
And you said that the family needs to be given to Krishna.
Yes.
And in the later part, you said that means we do our best and let it rest it on Krishna. Is there little bit more, Mataji?
Yeah.
To understand how to do it? Yeah.
Yes. And this is the most difficult part in bhakti, especially when it comes to the family. With the devotees around, okay, somehow we can manage, we can have a little time to learn how to do bhakti, like that buffering hota hai. But especially with the family, and even with the family too, who were, in quotes, loving, supportive before. But when it comes to devotion, though they are family, they can't understand. A family member cannot understand, like me in my case. My parents don't necessarily have to understand what my emotions are with bhakti. So they're family, but I cannot share. Like that ho jayega. So material relationship hai, blood related family, but there is no connection with spirituality. I cannot share. I don't have anybody to share. In other words, I don't have a family now from a spiritual perspective. ऐसा होता है. Expected. This is expected for all sincere seekers of Krishna Bhakti. That we have to understand. That is expected for everybody in Bhakti, especially when they're sincere. That's the thing. If they're not sincere, that is, during this step, what happens is, whoever is going towards Krishna, now this is a testing point for that devotee to choose whether to give the family member to Krishna and continue to hold on to Guru and Krishna. That's one option. The other option is, oh no, I making some adjustments and compromising, but continue to hold on to the material relationship with whatever reason it may be. That is something that every devotee has to face. And here it is shown. Here Krishna says, okay, how much do you want me, Guru and Krishna? Then if we continue to be with Guru and Krishna, that is the moment. And when change is happening within us, it will happen. When Guru and Krishna are making the changes happening within us, when the auspiciousness fills within us, then the other family member will start to get the auspiciousness. Unless it happens with me, if I yield to this material relationship in the family at this testing moment, then it is not going to be auspicious for me or to that family member. But if I choose to, first I have to choose. I have to choose. But Guru and Krishna are so merciful. They will give us the inspiration. They will give us the strength. They will give us the assurance. They will carry us through this difficult one. And in this way, they will bring the change within us. We don't get shaken anymore. We feel assured inside. So when the change is happening like that within us, for sure the other family members, whoever it is, this is for sure that it will flow to them and the auspiciousness will come to them. This is for every devotee in any kind of relationship. All of us go through it.
Yes, Mataji. Yes. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank
you. It helps when we sorry, you go ahead, Mataji.
Yeah. This is the most difficult one for us, the devotees. And during this time, as we hold on to Guru and Krishna with great faith, the mercy will definitely come and we'll feel it. What we have to do is, it's important that we don't push the other family members. We should give them the space they need. After all, their individual journeys hai. We should give them. Just because I feel this is wonderful, you should come. That is not fair to them, actually. The mango has to ripen on its own. Just because I have these conditions to ripen in mine, I cannot push the other mango. I cannot damage the other mango by pushing it. We should just leave it to Krishna's ripening condition. That's very important. No pushing and pulling the family members. We may try to do it because of our desire. Desire may be good, but the procedure has to be Krishna procedure. So no pushing, no pulling. Understand them. Be on standby. Stand by. Understand, tolerate, compassion, all that. That is the kind of service and love that is needed for the family at that time. Even if they're yelling, understand that they have concern and that's why they're saying so. So like that. So understanding, compassion, stand by. Those are the ripening conditions that we are providing them in the form of service so the mango can ripen. Like that. And it's bound to change. This is the way of bhakti that happened with all the devotees, and families and for us too. Yes.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. It helps.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare.
Mataji, could you also, you described about, being unconditional. I understand from the part of Guru and Krishna, the love is always unconditional. But from our part, how to understand that what we offer, our relationship was also unconditional when it comes to Guru. Could you elaborate a little bit more on that, Mataji?
Unconditional to Guru?
Yeah. I mean, the
Okay.
way you said it, you said when our relationship is unconditional
With Guru.
Hmm.
Yeah, means whatever comes from Guru is only auspiciousness. If it is kicking or chastising, or if you don't talk to me now, okay, you shut the doors on me. No, Gurudev, no problem. I'm not going to move from these doors at all, even if you shut on me like that. Whatever, I'm your property. You treat however you like. That's unconditional. It's more the attitude within, the feeling within. Oh, hey. It's not the external formalities. Externally, you are like anybody else. Nothing is shown outside. It's all internal mode. Externally, it will not be obvious at all. Actually, there is so much that you would cover externally because you don't want it to be obvious. This is all about internal mood, feeling like that. Yeah. Then the soul is very ripened with that. That's a very fertile ground for mellows. You do whatever you want to do. I am your property. Oh, Bhagwan has to come there.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah. And with that mood, when that mood is already there in the heart, you look at the Vaishnavas around, that is nothing. Mustard seeds, of course, Vaishnavas. You may do whatever you want, no problemos. That naturally comes. Like that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Tab assurance, nobody has to give any assurance. In the mood is the assurance, a package deal here.
Right.
I am your property. Wo mood mein hai to there is assurance there.
Correct. You're already there.
Yeah, exactly. Aisa.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a done deal. Aisa hota hai. Yeah. It's all about internal mood. Yeah.
Got it, ma'am.
Mellow.
Thank you.
That's why it's called mellow. When it is unconditional like that, transcendental, it's a mellow. That never changes is mellow.
Correct.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
Got it, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, dear devotees. I think now, we should go to the shloka. Yes, please.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
It's tough. It's tough, Mataji is saying, Mataji, yeah, this is good, when I hold on to Guru and Krishna, and when I see that I am in good place, but when the family members are unable to hold on to Krishna, and that's where it gets difficult, and that's where I have to gather my strength and be bold. So then I'm saying, why do you think, are you Krishna? Are you a controller that you can make your family member hold on to Krishna? Why do you want to hold on to your family, saying that they have to hold on to Krishna? We are after all conditioned jivas. That is not our business. That ain't going to happen with us. Why do you even think like that? So you just hold on to Guru and Krishna tight, and it should overflow from you. The joy should overflow from you, and leave them to Krishna. Don't drag them to Krishna. That's what I was just saying in Telugu. That's all it is.
Thanks, Mataji.
Thank you, ma. Thank you.
What was that Pappu and Kalu testing?
Popular Kalu is this. Popular Kalu means you placed your feet in a wrong place. You are trying to do something which you cannot do. You placed your feet in a wrong place, in a sticky situation. So trying to do something to the family, you try to force Krishna into them, is you're placing your feet in a very sticky place, in a wrong place. You cannot do it. Come out of it.
Got it. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Mataji. That was.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Thanks,